Hello and welcome back to the Restaurant Show. Right now I'm joined by my good friend Kaz. I'm so excited to have her back, and we have Greta along today as well, her first time on the show. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
From Rosie's Coffee Bar and Bakery, and we're going to learn some more stuff today, which we always do when Kaz stops by. So what are we going to be starting with today?
Well, we're going to start with a sunflower cupcake, and Greta is going to demonstrate how to make that. We picked cupcakes that are really easy to do, that anyone can do at home.
All right.
And so we're going to start with the cupcake. So the first thing that she's going to do is just frost it up a little bit. And just a nice yellow frosting. You can get a lot of the food colors and tips and things that you use for cupcake decorating at different stores, such as like Michael's, Hobby Lobby, and there's a really cool store on Odana Road called the Vanilla Bean.
Sure.
And so that's where you can pick up some of the little tip tools that you might need to do this. This is crushed up Oreos that we're putting in the middle, and that's just like the little seeds of the sunflower. So far pretty easy. You could probably do it.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
So Greta, how many of these have you done to get ready for it?
Gonna be honest, just one.
Just one.
Learned this in a book.
So she just learned it, so we can do it.
Yes.
And last time Kaz was here, we learned how to decorate a cake, and I actually took that home and practiced it. So watching the restaurant show, you're learning how to bake.
Awesome. And so this is a leaf tip, and there's different leaf tips that you can get, at the store. You just kind of ask around. And so we're just pulling out the petals with a leaf tip.
Oh, sure.
And
Okay.
it's going to be a little sunflower. And this is super easy. Anyone could do it.
And you got the little pull away at the end to leave kind of that leaf impression looking. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yep, cake decorating is so easy. It's just having that right tool and knowing how to use it.
So with that, is that something where you guys ever teach classes on designing kind of cupcakes or cakes?
We actually do.
Right.
If you like us on Facebook, you will see when we will have our next cupcake class. We don't have one currently planned because we're pretty busy with wedding season right now. But they have been a lot of fun, and usually at the end of a cupcake class, we get to do some like siphon brewing and some fun coffee stuff. Yeah, they've been well received.
You'll have to let us know when the next one is, because I'm going to sign up for it.
Okay, that'll be awesome.
More than just the show, I want to come out next and do it out there too. And that's done. Wow, look at that. So that's the sunflower cupcake.
Yeah.
All right. And then you also have I'm going to go with this one, the marshmallow
flower. And so again, she's just going to kind of do a base frosting on that.
So when you're doing this and matching, frosting with the cupcake, things like that, what are some, popular or some maybe out-of-the-box sort of flavor combinations that you're a fan of?
Well, I think it's really fun to mix peanut butter in with your frosting and crush it up with peanut butter cups or something.
Ooh,
and you can fill your cupcakes. You can take a little knife and cut a little hole out of your cupcake and put fillings in there, and that's an extra fun surprise. You can shove a fresh strawberry, or there's all sorts of stuff that you can shove inside that cupcake so that it's like a fun surprise when you bite into it.
So an added little treat almost inside of the cupcake.
Yeah.
So you're cutting the marshmallows in half, and that's gonna, okay, I see, that's gonna make the petals on the marshmallow flour.
And this is just colored sugar that she's dipping it in. And she's just blending her little petals there with the marshmallows.
Yep. You kind of pinch it. You pinch one side, and then you kind of form the other side.
Okay.
And what's nice about this one is you don't need any special tips or anything from those specialty stores. You can just do this at home. Just buy your bag of marshmallows. And the colored sugars you can get in the grocery stores in the baking aisle.
I want to make sure we mention too, you brought up how busy it's going with wedding season and things like that. Yeah. Are you guys still taking orders for graduation ceremonies, weddings, things coming up for the summer?
We sure are, and we're right next to Monona Grove High School, and they're graduating this weekend. So we've been seeing a lot of cake orders coming in, and we're going to make sure to have our blue and white colors ready for them.
There you go, the Monona Grove, the blue and white colors are ready. So if you guys are watching this photo there, make sure you call someone specifically to get your cake for graduation. That's going to be coming up. And also I noticed I drove by over the weekend, you guys have a patio now.
We do. We just opened it up last week. And so now you can sit outside, and it's a nice little patio. that's in the front of our bakery.
Oh, wow, that sounds fantastic. So you can sit out there and have a couple little treats and enjoy the nice summer, spring weather here in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
That sounds fantastic.
Yes. And now we've got our little marshmallow one done. And we're gonna move right along and get our spaghetti done.
Okay, the spaghetti one, that's might be the challenge one. So far, I think I can handle these. We'll see how good Greta can show us spaghetti here while we have some time left.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna
we
borrow
got-
a board.
Yeah.
You got the cupcakes in. So that's you know, one of those fancy kind of chocolate candies on top. That's what making that meatball looking.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna help her real quick, so
Sure.
we're running out of time here.
So we're getting the cupcake spaghetti. And you can see down there all the frosting kind of coming out looking like the spaghetti noodles and the meatballs, and got some butter on there that I'm sure not butter because they have all these kind of crazy tricks and make it look like how it's supposed to look.
I'm gonna help make meatballs real quick.
Okay.
Yep, these are those fun little candies.
Mm-hmm.
Put that in there for Greta.
So if you have your wedding coming up this summer, you still have some time for those graduation ceremonies, things like that, be sure to give them a call because they do an amazing job in a wide, different variety of fun ways to kind of do that. And are you still seeing a lot of cupcakes for weddings too, or just the cakes?
Oh yeah, we're seeing a lot of cupcake weddings. I would have to say we're seeing more cupcake weddings than wedding cakes, so it's still a pretty big trend.
So it's a big trend out there.
And this would be a really cool cupcake.
It would.
So we're just squirting our spaghetti on top,
Uh-huh.
and we're gonna put our noodle.
And you guys are making
Or
that look easy. So
meatball.
legitimately, this is another project
And
that
our Laffy Taffy.
any of you watching this could do at home. And then what
And
did
the
you use
butter
for the butter on
is
there?
just a Laffy Taffy.
So just the Laffy
Just
Taffy.
one of these.
Well, look at that.
And so we got our cupcakes done.
And
Ta-da.
just like that. So this is stuff you could do at home, do it with the kids, do it with yourself. Have a fun Saturday, Sunday afternoon, but regardless, go check them out. Rosie's Coffee Bar and Bakery. Greta and Kaz, thank you guys so much for coming back in.
Thanks for having us.
We'll be right back with more of the restaurant show after this. Coming up next on the restaurant show, Jack from Freshie stops in.